Welcome on board, Tim. Tim McKinnon has the ATM outside that you may have seen that you can buy gold with. Tell us all about it.
Thank you, James. I'd like to thank Finder and Fred and James and Kerry for putting on this great conference and educational event. The king is dead. Long live the king. And I was referring to gold. But I've got to admire you guys. It's like a whole bunch of sexagenarians trying to absorb information at the rate of a millennial. Cliff Atkinson, are you here? No, he's left it, so I could leave out septuagenarians. I'll have to just do a trial. How do you work this? Just push something. Well, I'm a gold fiend. I'm a gold bear, gold bull, love gold. My name's Tim McKinnon. I've been in the junior exploration industry for many years and in gold, and I love looking for gold and finding gold, analysing it. But I've decided to get into crypto, and I'm going to go through that process with you. Next slide, please. Do I point it there? I don't know how it works. The green button. Doesn't, on the other side. No, that's that one.
The other green.
Ah, I see. Hey. The big green button, right. Okay, I am a sexagenarian. Got it. I just need to give you guys a little bit of time to unwind from the day. I'm sure your just brains going, what the heck is going on here? But it's great to see people with such a strong interest in cryptocurrency. So Revolution Metals is a junior exploration company. We've proved up about 500,000 ounces in New South Wales of gold. But being a private company, it's difficult to find people willing to invest in you. So here's the journey. In 2012, we discovered some great gold deposits. It took us 3 years to get a resource estimate on that of about 500,000 ounces. And then we decided, okay, well now we need a prospectus. We'll go to market and raise money. Trouble is, no one was really that interested in investing. People don't like mining companies that much. So we thought, well, there must be another solution to this. So we saw that people were creating ICOs, and how many people know what an ICO is? Couple? It's like an IPO. Who's in the financial markets knows what an IPO is? Quite a good deal more. Very similar things. An IPO, you issue shares, an ICO, you issue coins. And people were issuing ICO coins and raising huge amounts of money in very short periods of time. But what I saw about this kind of capital raising was that the coin would raise a heap of money, and really that was all it did. There wasn't anything after that. And they'd list on a cryptocurrency exchange and there'd be lots of excitement about it. But essentially, I discovered that if you've got a cryptocurrency you're interested in, the successful ones have a use case. People know what a use case is. It's something that you use the coin for. Now, Bitcoin is obviously very good as a transactional coin. So it's used in commerce. You can transfer it around like money. But it uses the blockchain, like many other things use the blockchain, and increasingly more things will use the blockchain. I like looking at Bitcoin as like when the internet started, we had pictures, and the internet was the way that you sent the pictures around. So Bitcoin is the same with the blockchain. Blockchain is the thing that moves the Bitcoin around. There are a lot of other things that they're finding they're using the blockchain for, which includes digital asset management. So we need a chunk of that. We need a digital cryptography signature to say that we own that piece of that. And how does it relate to us? Well, we thought we'd create a cryptocurrency, raise some money to fund our gold mine, and we thought, well, how's the coin going to be used in that after we've raised the money? So we thought, well, what we could do is we could give people a share of the gold when we get it out. So we started doing that. We created a GFund token. It was quite expensive for us initially, about $100,000. And we realised very quickly that that wasn't going to work. We built our own blockchain, and every 1,000 people who joined our blockchain, we needed another machine. So we ended up with 11,000 people joining the system and us busy on the back end plugging in new machines every time we got 1,000 users. So we said that's the bad idea. So we went onto the Ethereum blockchain and we used the Ethereum network, which means we didn't have to have our own hardware, but we still had our own dedicated cryptocurrency that we could use in our business ecosystem without having to have all the hardware. It's called an ERC20 compliant token. How many people have heard of ERC20? Quite a few, that's great. So that's the protocol that they call the Ethereum blockchain. Well, a lot of tokens are created in the ERC20 protocol. And a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges readily integrate coins that are on the ERC20 protocol on the Ethereum blockchain. So we thought we made a good choice. And I think we did. So we deployed the coin, we did an airdrop. An airdrop is where you give away coins to people in order to grow your user base. Well, that was very effective. We now had 12,000 registered users on our platform, all just based on cryptocurrency. We haven't started mining yet. You know, we're still trying to raise the money to go mining. But what we're building is we're building an ecosystem. And so we moved on to the exchanges. And of course, in this age of cryptocurrency, you need social media, you need to be able to tell people what you're doing, and people get involved and talk to each other and identify with your coin and with your platform and with your business model and your excitement. So social media was quite good. We've got about 4,000, 5,000 now. But here's the interesting point about this was that out of that 12,000 users, 44% of them are from Indonesia, 17% from Africa. And so that's kind of unusual because we're talking about something that's pretty, it's Western stuff, cryptocurrency and gold mining, even though really the cryptocurrency was the primary thing going on here. What we realised is that in Indonesia, 4% of Indonesians have got a credit card. 50% of them have got a mobile phone. So what's happening is that cryptocurrency is their proxy currency. That's what they use because they don't have bank accounts. And the same with Africa. So most of these people jumping in on this GFund coin are looking to profit on the rise in value of the coin because they can exchange it for Bitcoin or they can exchange it for Ethereum, and then they can transact. They can buy pizza, go out to dinner, and if they're lucky enough to make a lot of it, they could probably make some more significant purchases. So we added some more cryptocurrency exchanges. The idea, if you've got a coin, a token, you really want to get that out to as many people as you can. Like if you're an Australian public company, you may be listed on the ASX, but you don't have access to people in Canada or the UK who want to trade your stock. They've really got to have a domiciled in Australia or have an account that allows them to trade internationally. Well, cryptocurrency is very different. Not only does it work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it works in any country on the planet. So you're exposing yourself to anybody who feels that they'd like to transact or invest in this or play with it. So this year we decided, well, let's play with this thing. We created a kiosk in order to give people an idea of this virtual world. You can access it through something that's quite familiar, an ATM machine. So we built an ATM machine. It looks like an ATM machine. And we were able to access the blockchain on it. So people could buy the Bitcoin on the ATM machine, which is fairly novel. I think there's about 4 or 5 of these things in Sydney, but they're Bitcoin machines. And then we thought, well, why don't we modify it, get it to vend gold as well? So we got the machine to dispense physical gold. You can have a look at it. It's outside. There's a booth just outside where you can go and buy gold, buy crypto, and have a look at what we're doing. So we've got to the point now with this cryptocurrency thing is that we've created this token and we have a use case for it, which is mining, and I'll get to that in a second. But we'd like to create our own exchange now. And what we'd like particularly to do is to pair our coin with gold. So typically when you go to an exchange, you trade a pair. So I guess most of you understand this by now. It's a AUD Bitcoin pair or a USD Ethereum pair. We're pairing gold with our GFund coin. And I'll go into detail about that in a sec. The big green button, Tim. This is an interesting projection. Last week when I was doing the brochure, our market capitalisation for the GFund coin was $8.5 million. We've got 10 billion of them, which is a big number. But we've kept a lot out of circulation. We've got about 200 million in circulation. But since last week, we're now around about the 18 to 20 million mark. So the projections in cryptocurrency, world, you see these funny things that's going through to the moon. It may not happen, it may, but at the rate of growth that we're experiencing now, this thing actually looks underpriced. This thing I love. I spent hours looking at it. It's called a tricyclic liquidity diagram. And it's kind of the best way I can visualize how our ecosystem works. Now, any cryptocurrency that's got an ecosystem that uses the cryptocurrency are the ones that are going to be most adopted by people. And I got this idea from a guy who's got a fantasy sports application. And on the fantasy sports, you use a play chip. And he's got 1 million users, and a lot of them are in India and places like that, but they do fantasy sports, and he thought, let's create a cryptocurrency. And he had an immediate use for the cryptocurrency in his existing business model, which was the fantasy sports. So here you can see I've got it tricyclic because here is the guy, the investor buys cryptocurrency. The money out of that our total supply goes to fund mining projects. We get gold back at a discount because we've loaned the money. We now have a gold product that we use in the exchange that we exchange for cryptocurrency, in particular the Gold Fund token. But we'll offer that gold at a discount to the market price of gold. I'm out of time. I would have loved to tell you more, but what I'd like to do is, if you're interested in creating your own token, if you're interested in pairing your token with gold, we're inviting 10 people to join our platform. We'll develop that token for them, list them on the exchange, and you'll be internationally traded. So if you're interested, come and see me. Thank you very much.